Hello, happy Friday, and welcome to our words of encouragement today. I was trying to prepare for a Bible study or thinking about one that's coming up in January out of Genesis, and the character of Joseph was something I was looking at this morning. And so I was thinking about how his character really impacted part of his story. If you think about it, it says that God was with him in Genesis chapter 39 when he was still in prison, and that literally the warden gave him over much of the prison for him to run. It tells us that because of who God was in his life, and that outflowing led to his character of how he did things, that the warden never worried about anything that he did. And that piece would be played out again when we see in Genesis chapter 41 when Joseph is brought before Pharaoh to interpret a dream. And ultimately, through that, leads all of Egypt to the second highest person. And it comes out of his character of who he is. Well, Peter writes in 2 Peter chapter 1, starting with verse 3, says, "His divine power has given us everything we need for a godly life through our knowledge of him who called us by his own glory and goodness. Through these he has given us his very great and precious promises, so that through them you may participate in the divine nature, having escaped the corruption in the world caused by evil desires." Paul puts it another way. He says you've taken off the old and put on the new when you've been brought into Christ. And he says, "For this very reason, make every effort to add to your faith." Listen to these words. Now it starts getting challenging here. He says, "Goodness, and to goodness, knowledge, and to knowledge, self-control, and to self-control, perseverance, and to perseverance, godliness, and to godliness, mutual affection, and to mutual affection, love. And for if you possess these qualities, increasing measures, they will keep you from being infected and unproductive in your knowledge of our Lord Jesus Christ." You know, our character as Christians should be unquestioned. Our ability to be godly, to be faithful and good, self-controlled, those things ought to be evident about us as to who we are and who we belong to in Jesus Christ. So this week, as you wind down and you get ready for the weekend, thinking, how am I living into a godly character? And allow that to be that step of trying to live in godly character, so that people, just like when they looked at Joseph, they had no question about who he was and what he was going to do. And it ought to be the same with you and I, about how we respond and how we live. It's part of who we are in Jesus. I hope you have a great day. God bless.